much do these bumpers go for?
Alright, so we got Jordan Martin's Drag Huracan here. So this is kind of a reincarnation of the old Alpha Omega GTR. But right now we're just going through and working the bugs out. Because when you build a car like this, there's so much that can go wrong. From wiring, we changed so much stuff on the car. We had everything torn apart. So I've already spent a ton of time debugging it, getting stuff to work. From sensors, electronics, keeping the factory stuff happy while integrating everything that we're doing with the car. So running down and making some power of the car, just kind of, a few things to button up still, like running this turbo speed sensors, and I can't get them to work. I'm getting, well, one's not working, one's getting wrong values, so I'm kind of going through, sorting through all that stuff, but it's part of the debugging process. So we have all the data, so when we are actually running the car, we can assess, look at everything, and make the right decision moving forward. So that's pretty important when you're pushing a car like this to the limit, which hopefully we will be. But yeah, it's about it. Right now we're just doing nothing crazy. I think 21 pounds of boost, making just under 1,400 real horsepower, which is pretty amazing for the boost level. These engines are pretty amazing. I like it a lot. Make a lot of power for the boost you put through it. Kind of go from there. So yeah.
Cool, can't wait to hear it.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Jordan from Prime Cuts. Lucky enough to be driving this thing right here, which is, I guess you could say, the new Alpha Omega. This is going to be what AMS and Prime Cuts use to push the V10 R8 and Huracan platform into the next, the next level. This is going to be a drag car. You can see it's got a chute mount here, built motor, built trans. It'll be running a 10.5W tire. It should be putting down some pretty good times. We'll see how that all works out. This is actually, if you're very astute and look at that there handle in there, is the car from the Netflix show Hyperdrive.
Oh! As expected, Jordan crushing fielding on the straightaway. Chance! Come on! Coming down the stretch, here he comes! Wow!
It's kind of left over, and we're thinking to ourselves, we have a caged Lambo, what the hell are we going to do with it? Well, what does AMS do best? Here we are.
I'll be testing launch control on this car for the first time. Not that we've done launch control in Motec already. Obviously this car, with everything that's done to it, the setup, we'll be testing the first time. We actually have a setup in here. We can hopefully just be able to launch it in rear-wheel drive mode, so we'll be able to do burnout. So we're gonna test that out too. So
Awesome.
Hopefully it works.
Good, can't wait.
Gotta let it warm up though. It's probably like 5-10 minutes before it warms up.
Yeah, no worries. I am super excited to hear this. This is gonna sound nasty. I can't wait. Sounds so good.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Alright, I'm gonna launch it here, watch out. Good news, we tested launch control, it works. Also works with our burnout mode thing where we basically just run it in rear wheel drive. It'll let us launch and heat up the tires. Now it's got to build some maps too, because right now it's basically launch control, so it has traction control activated, all that stuff. We actually want the rear tires to spin and heat them up, so I got to redo some of the mapping, have like a burnout map basically. Peter, if you can throw line locks real quick on the front. Sure. But that'd be ideal. We put line locks on it, so we can do a burnout, get tires nice and warm, and yeah, go from there. So that's positive. So hopefully have the track here pretty soon.
last thing we did with this, we were doing some test hits outside.
Yeah.
So now we got it in here. What's going on?
One thing I forgot to do is check if it shifts. So it's making great power and they got it to launch, but I never checked if it actually shifted through the gears. So that's what we're doing now. The good news is I can shift it manually through the gears under power and higher RPM, and it shifts. So that's actually a really good thing. So that was kind of the last thing to test. We put some more sensors on the car, just kind of get a feel of where it's at. It'll help us determine when we're close to limitation of certain hardware on the car when we're actually running it. So it'll give us a better idea. But besides that, nothing else. If it's good here and shifts, then we're ready for the track. Really? We need to raise it up then.
That's how you guys swap out the fluids in these.
I don't think the R8 does it. I think the R8, if you have the R8.
Yeah, but everything looks good. I mean, for that power level, actually, I'm really happy with the power, especially we're not really, the water temperatures, I mean, feel that. That's lukewarm water. There's no ice really in there on that pole, so I think ice water would probably pick up another 25, 50 horsepower. So for the boost
Just
level,
from that, that's crazy.
I'm pretty happy, yeah. So
Awesome.
I don't think making power in this car is going to be the issue. The issue is making it all work. Again, launching their car at the track. So getting good clean drag paths and be getting the thing launch well without the usual like tire hop, breaking shit, stuff like that. So just really getting that dialed in, the launch. And we've had good success with the stock ECU cars and, you know, feeding that power in, getting thing to leave the line smoothly and getting it on the track. So again, it's got the power.
Yeah.
It's going to get the power down to the track and get it to leave the line well without breaking shit. I mean, first we're gonna go out there and just make sure the brakes work, you know? See, our cars haven't been down the track yet.
Make sure the parachutes work.
Yeah, make sure the parachute works, the brakes work,
interesting
it
when
goes
they don't.
straight, nothing falls off of it. You know, it's the basics.
All right. Just got here to Great Lakes Dragway to the track. I had the Supra in tow in here, so we're gonna check that out shortly, but Were you expecting that?
No.
A lot of blur in my video. You can't see it.
That was intense.
Dude, that was crazy.
I'm trying to put this thing in a lid. Jesus Christ. Money's worth.
I mean, it looks cool. It's not fast, but it's
Not fast.
let's get that under control. Well, I mean, did it shift by itself or did you shift it?
No, I was doing it because it was still in Corsa mode.
It auto shifts it out.
Oh, you do? Oh, I was pulling the paddles either way. That,
Okay. No,
either way, it was nothing if not entertaining. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
What was your first 4 wheelies ever, or what?
Wally does baby wheelies. God.
That was nice and squirrely.
Yeah, really squirrely.
Real squirrely. I mean, the track felt greasy too. I mean, I'm not sure if it was all traction control or if the track is just greasy.
The first day of testing the Drag Huracan.
I'd say overall it's a success. We put up some decent numbers. It drove back onto the trailer under its own power. Definitely learned some things. It likes to wheelie.
Yeah, loves to wheelie.
Wheelies.
So it was quite entertaining to watch.
I did figure out our burnout strategy works.
We did. The burnout works.
Burnout works very well.
Too well it was. But hey, for the
Learned a lot, and we didn't break it, so life's good.
For the first time out, you know, not bad. And this is Roman. Hey, Roman. Look. Hi. Hi. What did you learn? A Lambo's cool? Yeah? So overall success, you know, back out again.
Sounds good.